إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده وأشهد أن محمدا رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. وقال الله سبحانه وتعالى: يا أيها الذين آمنوا كتب عليكم الصيام كما كتب على الذين من قبلكم لعلكم تتقون. وبعد فيا أخوة الإيمان, my brothers and sisters, when Friday rolls around, I always get up in the morning feeling very happy because I know I get to see my brothers and sisters. I get to see believers, people who are committed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and we get this wonderful opportunity once a week to come together to embrace and to enjoy the brotherhood. We thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for this and all the other things that He continues to bless us with. You may have thought you chose to come here today. The reality is it is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala who chose you, because there are many others who are not here today and who have a great deal of desire to be here but could not due to sickness or so many other reasons. And so we must begin by saying thanks to Allah. Many years ago, I had the opportunity to be visited by a very famous scholar who was known to probably all of you. He was staying by me for a night. His name is Dr. Jamal Badawi. And when you have an important guest coming, it really throws the whole family in the haywire because you have to make so much preparation. You're so anxious. Your family is trying to do the best they can to make that guest feel comfortable. We all do this. If it's someone who's of no consequence, we just allow them to come, they eat anything, and they go. But when an important person is coming to your house, we tend to take a little more effort. Next week, we will be having perhaps the most important visitor to the Muslim community. The month of Ramadan, that comes and visits us once a year. And this month, when it comes, it brings two things with it: opportunities and responsibilities. These are the two things that Ramadan comes to us with. Opportunities because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in His wisdom has chosen to make this month a time when the believers can settle score with Him. It is a time when you get the opportunity to pay off all the debts, all the mistakes, the sins, and everything that you may have piled up, and Allah is holding you accountable for. Allah gives us a chance in this month to settle our account with Him and to make our slate clean again. He says, "Man sama Ramadan imanan wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbi." That whoever fasted in Ramadan, hoping to seek the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, hoping to seek the goodness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah will forgive them their past sins. So this month represents for us this opportunity to settle score. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not only do that in this month. He also gives us a chance to be able to qualify for Jannah. And every morning when each of us wake up, the most important thing on our mind should be, what is it I'm going to do today to make me more qualified to get to Jannah? If you're not doing this when you wake up, then you have not understood why we are here on this world. You've got to get up saying, what is it I can do today that will make me more qualified, closer to being accepted by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for Jannah? And in this month, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has brought the hadith, tells us of many things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has put together for us in this month to help us to get to this place. He has chained the devils who are always in trouble for us. He has opened the doors of Jannah, of paradise. You have closed the doors of hell. You have increased the rewards for every action we do. Every fard, we get 70 or more times blessing. He has created in the Jannah a special entrance for those who fast. Ar-Rayyan. You know, when you come to someone's house, they say to you, the important people, you come to the front door. The non-important people, you go to the back. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will separate people. The ones who fast, He will say, your entrance is reserved. There's a special entrance for you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will cause during this month for the people who fast, that when they break their fast, they will experience a joy comparable to only one other joy. And that is when you meet Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you break your fast, there is a special kind of joy that flows through the believer. This satisfaction of knowing, I got up before sunrise, I ate, and I did not eat or drink throughout the day. I did not curse. I did not break my promise. I did not lie. I tried my best to keep this fast. When you take the moment to break it, there's a sense of satisfaction. There's a sense of accomplishment. There's a sense that I have done something special for these people. It's a joy that you experience. When you fast, your breath gets very foul. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I am going to consider your breath so sweet and so special that any scent that you may have known, it will be sweeter to me than that. The most expensive perfume in the world is Clive Christian Imperial Majesty. Small bottle of it sells for about $216,000. Obviously, for a lot of us, this is not a perfume we will be using. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will consider your breath sweeter than anything that you can have. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created this month for us to be able to really become the kind of person that He wants us to be. This month is a month of changing. And so, when we fast in Ramadan, when this visitor will have come with these opportunities, the responsibility for us is to fast. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, if you're alive in Ramadan and none of their legal reasons for not fasting exist, then you must fast. He wants us to fast. But He wants us to be focused. That is why وَمَنْ كَانَ مَرِيضًا أَوْ عَلَى سَفْرٍ فَعِدَّةٌ مِنْ أَيَّامٍ أُخَرَ. If you're sick or traveling, you get a waiver until you become well again, or until your travels are over, and then you fast. Because He does not want you to be distracted from the importance of this very critical thing called fasting. The ayah we read said, fasting is prescribed on us as it was before those before us. And so, my brothers and sisters, this visitor that comes holds much promise, much opportunity for us. And it has the power to make us become a person of Jannah. Person of Jannah. You know, there were 10 people in the time of the Prophet ﷺ who were promised Jannah before they even passed away. Ramadan holds a promise to make us become one of the people of Jannah. But in order to be able to really give justice to the month, there are 4 things we need to do. And I want you to go home, if you're a family person, I want you to go home today or tomorrow or during this weekend and gather your family together. If you're living alone, gather yourself together and talk to yourself and say these 4 things. I want you to say to your family that the Khatib today told us that I must gather you guys and I must say these things to you. Firstly, Let them know about this great visitor that is coming. And that in order to be able to benefit fully, we must do 4 things.